Today I'm feeling lucky, because if I get to shoot bullets with bullets, that can only lead to good things. And this is going to be hard because I have to focus on recording and staying alive. And it gets much harder the further you get into the game. And I do have a health bar that once it hits 0, I will have to restart. Along with a few other objects like money and keys which I can use to my advantage. And I can use keys to open up chests like this one. And this chest gave me a new weapon, which I can use to kill enemies faster. And some weapons are better than others, but this weapon right here is a pretty good weapon, and can do a lot of damage, especially to really hard enemies. And there is only a limited amount of ammo to my new weapons, except for my regular restarting pistol, which I have infinite bullets for that. And there is a boss fight for each level, but I want to finish all the rooms in the first level before heading off to the boss fight. And in our next chest, we got this heart lunchbox, which allows me to get more health to take on more damage. And on every floor there is a shop, which has very useless items right now, so I'm just gonna buy a key. And I can actually roll and dodge attacks, so I'll have to use that to get out some tricky situations. But now we cleared out every single room on this level, so it's time to do the boss fight. The boss that we're facing is a bird, which can, for some reason, shoot a Gatling gun. But his attacks are fairly simple, so it should be an easy fight. If I don't get hit, of course. But I know that I will get hit. Like now. Okay, I'll just finish him. But when I defeat a boss, I will get some items and a different currency that I can use outside of the dungeon. And I think the birds are actually gonna straight out eat my boss that I just killed. But I got this camera. And yeah, they ate the boss, bones and all. Jeez, they're savage. But after I defeat the boss, I can move on to the next floor, which I will defeat different and harder enemies, and hopefully not die. And so far I've taken a bunch of damage, so I'm gonna have to buy a heart so that I don't die. But there are these ammo packets right here, which can refill my ammo so that I can keep on shooting. But for our next chest, we got a minigun. And I'm gonna definitely use this for boss fights because it can just shred boss's health. And the cool thing about this weapon is that you don't have to reload, unlike other weapons that there are. But there are NPCs that I can save in the dungeon, which I can meet outside of the dungeon to earn better stuff. But either way, the minigun is still good against other targets that aren't bosses. So I'm gonna definitely enjoy this weapon. I managed to stumble into a mini boss fight, which, so far, my minigun is shredding him. Yeah, he's already dead. But it did actually give me a reward. So, this gun right here actually shoots 4 ways, which is pretty useless, so I'm not gonna use it. But I found another key, so it's time to open a chest. But from the shop, I actually bought an RPG, which is pretty good. And I also, from the chest, got this mod called Quick Draw, which shoots a bullet when I reload. And this mod is actually pretty good, because with my weapons that only shoot 1 shot per magazine, it can actually shoot twice, which is gonna stack a lot of damage. But either way, I think that it's time for another boss fight. And I can do the same thing with my rocket launcher, meaning I can do a ton of damage to this boss in a little amount of time. And, wow, I might actually die from this. Ooh, that was really close, that was on half a heart. But I did unlock this item in the bottom left that I can activate, and it should send out this thing that explodes. I might have to shoot it. Let's see. Oh yeah, it just does an explosion, so that just means more damage for me. But either way, going into floor 3 with only half a heart is not a good way to start. And I just slapped my only piece of armor, so that means the next time I get touched by a bullet, I'm gonna die. And there we go. I kind of expected myself to die. But I'm gonna just blame it on the game and not my lack of skill. But I know I'll do better next time.